synthetic gas production. My name is Hanggiantiro Padipo Insan Gunawan, and my friend Andana Vivaji Ada Maulana. Content chapter 4.1 is synthetic gas production, thermodynamic operation, pressure, steam or carbon ratio, mechanism, and kinetic of steam reforming. Reforming catalyst, primary reformer, secondary reformer, reduced primary reforming. And the content of chapter 4.2 is carbon monoxide sieve conversion in steam reforming plants, high temperature sieve conversion, low temperature sieve conversion, intermediate temperature sieve. The purpose of chapter 4.1 is preparing a pure mixture of N2 and H2 in the ratio of 1:3. Raw materials, water, air, a carbon-containing reducing medium, nitrogen capital, cost, and energy. Requirement affected by the raw material used. This is the figure option for generating and purifying ammonia synthetic gas. Steam reforming. Light hydrocarbon react with steam using a catalyst. Can only be applied to light hydrocarbon feedstock up to naphtha. This is the reaction, and partial oxidation is carbon contained in feedstock process in a non-catalytic reaction with oxygen. This is the reaction. Less hydrogen is produced and the raw synthesis gas has a relativity high co-content. What about heavy hydrocarbons? Heavy hydrocarbons, such as a fuel oil, contain sulfur and heavy metal, which can poison the sensitive reforming catalyst, and since cracking will occur on the catalyst, depositing carbon will block the catalyst pores and restrict interparticle flow. Instead, heavy hydrocarbon undergo non-catalytic partial oxidation. Gasification. Reaction of hydrocarbon, carbon, or coke with water, oxygen, air, or any combination. This is the reaction. And the factor is this reaction is carried out in a separate stage over a different catalyst at a lower temperature than the preceding gasification step to maximize hydrogen production. Steam reforming. The steam reforming reaction of methane is endothermic and proceeds with an increase in a volume. Thermodynamic disadvantage. Due to the increase in volume, the increase in pressure reduces the turnover of methane. Thermodynamic operation, pressure, steam or carbon ratio. Methane steam reformation is an endothermic reaction that produces an increase in volume. Because natural gas is normally under high pressure and the reforming reaction involves a volume increase, the process can save a lot of compression energy. It's done at high pressure. Mechanism and kinetic of steam reforming. Metallic nickel is an active component in all activated steam reforming catalyst, but the composition and structure of the support as well as the nickel amount varied significantly between commercial brands. In most natural gases, ethane, propane, and butane, which are usually present in lesser amount in addition to methane, react similarly in the steam reforming process. Reforming catalyst. Primary reforming catalyst. The catalyst activity and heat transmission through the walls of the reformer tubes, both of which have a strong impact on each other, are vitally important for performance in the tubular furnace and the steam reforming section, nickel, which is finally scattered across the support material as crystallized, formed by nickel oxide reduction, is the active component of the main reformer catalyst. The nickel oxide concentration of an unreduced catalyst ranges from 15 to 25%. Wagon wheel, this is the picture of wagon wheel, is a primary reforming catalyst. A good primary reforming catalyst should be able to convert the hydrocarbon feed at the lowest possible tube wall temperature and pressure drop without forming carbon. Have a reasonable surface life without deactivation, withstand extreme conditions during startup and shutdown. Have the stability to withstand in situ regeneration procedure to eliminate the effect of radiance. Two many factors influence catalyst activity is chemical composition and surface area. The support materials is alpha alumina, magnesia alumina spinol, and calcium aluminate. Primary reformer consists of the multitude of parallel tubes loaded with the nickel catalyzed in a furnace box in which the heat needed for the reaction is transferred to the tubes by radiation. Heat is generated in burner in the furnace box. The furnace box is connected to a convection bank. Limitation is expensive equipment, reformer tubes made of alloyed chromium nickel steel by centrifugal casting. Top-fired reformer. The advantage is firing occurs only on one level, so the number of burners in relation to the number of tubes is smaller than inside fire system. The simplifies distribution piping for fuel gas and preheat combustion air, which is nowadays standard in all aviation plants. Less structural steel is needed. And then burners are located close to the cold inlet of the feed or steam mixture, which is where the strongest heating is needed. Radiation efficiency is higher than in other design. Reduce primary reforming. Primary reformer are reduced by introducing more air into the secondary reformer, exceeding the quantity which is needed to produce a ratio in the system makeup and then rejecting the surplus of nitrogen at a subsequent process stage. Pre-reforming. Reduce the load of the tubular reformer. It is installed upstream of an existing tubular reformer. Medium-grade heat is used to reheat the exit gas to the correct primary reformer in range temperature. Secondary reformer. In this process, nitrogen is introduced for ammonia synthesis and the reforming reaction is complete down to a very low methane content. Air compressed to the operating pressure is injected through a burner with high velocity into the hot effluent of the primary reformer. As the process gas is above its auto-ignition temperature, ignition occurs as the two streams mix. Combustion and catalyzed section determines overall performance of the reactor. Typical secondary reformer. This is the diagram of secondary reformer. Fully autothermal reforming is fed directly with hydrocarbon feedstock. Due to the higher heat of reaction in the internal combustion, the burner must have excellent mixing characteristic which give a combustion zone with a turbulent diffusion flame, followed by a thermal zone in which homogeneous gas phase reaction take place. It is used in large scale in BASF in the early 1960s for the production of ammonia. Partial oxidation. Chemistry of partial oxidation, this is the reaction. Hydrocarbon or coal will react with an amount of oxygen insufficient for total combustion to CO. Partial oxidation at 1300 degrees Celsius and complete conversion of the feedstock. The complex overall reaction in the partial oxidation process is strongly exothermic. For any hydrocarbon, steam is added to control the reaction temperature or prevent damage of the generator refractory material. Shell gasification process or SGP. Preheated oxygen and the heavy oil fraction are introduced through a nozzle into an empty reactor vessel which is lined with high aluminium brickwork. The pressure shell is equipped with a special system to monitor the skin temperature for early detection of defect in the generator lining. The next chapter is chapter 4.2, carbon monoxide shift conversion. In this conversion, the carbon monoxide serves as reducing agent for water yield hydrogen and carbon dioxide. The temperature depends on the equilibrium constant K. To keep the temperature low, the heat of reaction must be removed. To achieve a sufficient reaction rate, effective catalysts have to be applied. The process is performed in steps with intermediate heat removal between the individual catalyzed batches in which the reaction runs adiabatically. Shift conversion in steam reforming plants. The gas from the secondary reformer is cooled by recovering the waste heat for raising and superheating steam. Enter the high temperature shift reactor loaded with an iron chromium catalyzed at 320 until 350 degrees Celsius. After a temperature increase of around 50 until 70 degrees Celsius. With a residual CO content of around 3%, the gas is then cooled to 200 until 210 degrees Celsius for the low temperature shift, which is carried out on a copper, zinc, alumina catalyst in a downstream reaction vessel and achieve a carbon monoxide concentration of 0.1 until 0.3. High temperature shift conversion. The first one is high temperature shift catalyst. Decreasing the steam surplus lowers the oxygen to carbon ratio in the HTS to such an extent that the atmosphere can reduce magnetic partially to metallic iron. In the production of the HTS catalyzed, mixed iron hydroxide and chromium hydroxide are precipitated from an aqueous solution of ferrous sulfate and chromic acid by addition of sodium hydroxide solution while agitating with air to perform the oxidation of Fe2 to Fe3 and injecting steam for temperature adjustment. The HTS iron catalyst is resistant against sulfur compound, but this is of greater importance in partial oxidation process. The second is reaction mechanism and kinetic. The active catalyzed sites are successfully oxidized and reduced by the adsorbed reactant. Equilibrium approach should be 10 until 20 degrees Celsius at a converter outlet temperature of 450 degrees Celsius. Maximum catalyzed temperature should be exceed at 550 degrees Celsius. To calculate the amount of catalyst for a particular case, mass and heat balance have to be considered. This is the diagram of low temperature receive conversion, or LTS. Iron chromium catalyst show sufficient activity only at temperature of 320 until 360 degrees Celsius and about 200 degrees Celsius. This is shown in the various vapor and gas ratio. As can be seen, active LTS catalyst when sufficient can achieve a fairly low CO concentration even at very low vapor or gas ratio. Low temperature shift catalyst. The LTS catalyst supplied in pellets like the HTS catalyst consists of 40 until 55 degree copper oxide, 20 until 30% zinc oxide, the balance being alumina. The latter assures a rather fine distribution of the copper oxide crystal, which are well separated from each other by zinc oxide and even smaller alumina crystal. Without a guard bed, the lifetime is normally 2 until 5 years, depending on gas quality. And then the reaction mechanism and kinetic. Q1, Ka, Kb temperature depends function, G moles or second with gas, V catalyzed volume constant, K CO2, H2, CO, H2O, Kp equilibrium constant, P total pressure. The LT shift and oxidation reduction mechanism head is similar to HT shift. And this is the diagram of intermediate temperature shift. And